Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to start with a general reading to see what's going on in your life. This is for anyone with Capricorn placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Chiron. And then if I'm called to, I will do a love reading and I will timestamp it in the second half. However, I am being told that this reading has to be about you specifically and your general life experience right in this moment, because it's important that you identify the group of you that I'm reading for. It's important that you identify whether or not this resonates with you before we explore anything love related, because there's something critical happening for you in your life in general that Spirit wants to communicate about with you. So with that, Capricorn, here we go. Okay, your first card out is Metamorphosis. So there's a deep, meaningful transformation happening of some kind in your life right now. It's at the center of everything, and it kind of permeates throughout different aspects of your life, including your relationships, but also including your work, your craft, your emotional and mental stability. So whatever this change is, this transformation going on, it's affecting multiple pillars of your stability. Okay, we got the moon with the number 51. So your stability, once again, with the number 6, because the 51 reduces to a 6 in numerology. Your emotional stability right now is being tested. This is a very pivotal, critical moment for some reason. So I'm not sure what you guys are going through, but we'll jump into more detail in a minute. We did just have a really significant planetary alignment, which impacted and amplified the energies surrounding you, Capricorn. So this could just be quite an emotional time for you. We also have new moon in Pisces energy surrounding you. One ring circus in the number 15, again, that reduces to a 6. Once again, you're worried about your stability. You're feeling possibly isolated this week. You're feeling like you don't have a support system. You have to go at something alone. You're having some kind of deep emotional realization or lack thereof. So it's almost like you're on the verge of surmounting a lesson, surpassing a life lesson that has repeated quite a bit in your life over and over and over. And you're feeling quite alone at this task. But Spirit specifically called me to do a more general reading for you today, even though I normally do love-focused readings, Capricorn, because they do want you to know that this is a very crucial, pivotal moment. There's some kind of step that they're trying to give you guidance on with regards to this transition. So you're not alone. It may feel like you're going through a very tumultuous time at this time with the storm fields and the number 9. There could be a lot of chaos in your head right now, a lot of doubt, a lot of uncertainty in your life at this time. So something has shaken your foundations. So if this is your reading and you're interested in love, we will jump into it in the second half. But if this is your reading, you'll know by these general energies, because this kind of speaks to what's happening and impacting all aspects of your life at this time. First card out here from this new deck is Humility. So it's important that you try to accept assistance during this time, even though I know you feel like you have to keep this to yourself or you have to suffer in silence. It is important for you to have the humility necessary to accept assistance and to ask for help. Your guides are certainly reaching out, trying to help you at this time. And like I said, there's something you're stuck in your head about. And so it's important for you to reframe your thoughts. It's important for you to look at this situation as a gift, as something that is happening for you and not to you. And although it can be very hard, for example, when a door closes, another one opens. I know that sounds very cliche, especially when you're in the middle of a problem, but that's actually truly what's happening in this situation. And the universe always gives you what is in your best interest, even if in that moment it doesn't feel that way for you. So you may be in the midst of a very tumultuous, difficult time where you're feeling loss, you're feeling, I heard, disdain. And for some of you, when I was opening your reading, I also heard a musical instrument, like a string instrument, like a guitar, not an electric guitar, but like a normal one. And I know nothing about instruments, but I will say I heard someone playing like a guitar sounding instrument. So just very slowly playing it, or possibly even just melancholy tugging at the strings. So I don't know if that's a significant message for anyone here, but that did come through when I was first opening up your reading and picking the cards. And we have change. Again, with change and metamorphosis at the center of your reading, there's like an ego death happening for you. There's a significant shift in your life in the way that you view things. Your perspective is shifting in a major way. And you're feeling like you've lost control of a specific situation that you felt was handled or that should have been under control. And so this is a time of growth, a time that requires you to change and transition from the old version of yourself to a newer version of yourself. So some major way of you looking at something, some major viewpoint or perspective is really shifting here. You're coming to a new understanding, and it's really impactful. It's really affecting more than just one aspect of your life. It is really you reflecting on your past experience and you reflecting on your past choices and understanding that given this new vantage point that you've adopted, this new perspective of looking at a specific type of situation that kept repeating in your life, now you can look back and see what role you played, why it kept repeating, why it kept being a problem for you. And I do see here that even though you're still going through the pains of coming out of another cycle of that same situation, this time is different because you are mastering something. You're mastering a way in which to approach these situations. You're understanding why they kept coming up for you, why you were being attracted to these situations in the past. And this is a major thing. And so your guides want to encourage you, want you to know that even though you may feel like a failure right now, or you may feel like things are out of control, or just and you may be in the midst of the chaos of all the pain and suffering, they just want you to know that you aren't alone, and that this was all along meant to teach you a very specific lesson that you've now pretty much mastered, or you're on the verge of mastering. And here we go, divine source. So source energy is supporting you. You are source energy. You are being flowed energy from a divine source as well, from your ancestors, from the divine realm. You have individuals, soul energies that are supporting you at this time. They're trying to help you connect to your higher self. And they want you to trust that all of this is happening in your best interest. They want you to have positive intent, to understand that even though it may be painful, it may be chaotic at this time, this is all meant to clear the path forward for where you're meant to be. Now you have liberation. So free yourself of doubts and fears that still come up for you with regards to the situation. You can push those away. You know better now. You know how to handle this in a different, more evolved way. You can handle this from a place of peace. You can handle understanding and experiencing and welcoming even the resistance, the resistant moments, the lessons, without freaking out over them, without fighting them. You can surrender to the waves of ups and downs, because that's life. And every down is followed by an up, and vice versa. And so you start to learn to appreciate the lessons that you get from those down moments. And again, your whole reading here, the main first part of your reading, is just meant for you to know that you're not alone, that you have a lot of divine love flowing in your direction right now, that you have a lot of loving beings that are at your beck and call, that all you have to do is ask for their help, and they will be right there to give you a hug, to support you, to open up the new path that's waiting for you to find it. So just know that you're not alone. You're very loved. Spirit loves you. Your family loves you. Your ancestors love you. And you're supported. So anything that you need, just reach out, and they're happy to support you. All right, Capricorn, thank you for watching this first portion of your reading. I'm going to start jumping into love. We're going to start general, and then we're going to see who you're connecting with in love. Okay, so I see that because this whole big transformation, this whole big mess I heard, is affecting your entire life, you're also possibly going through a very painful time when it comes to your romantic life, when it comes to your romantic relationships. You're experiencing an emotional loss here when it comes to romance. Some of you may be going through a painful breakup or divorce. I heard marital status. So movement, choices, and decisions. Some of you may be very well going through a divorce, figuring out where you're going to have to move to, how are you going to live, what you're going to do with the old house, who's going to keep it, going through the throes of that decision making and having to be transactional with somebody who you thought was going to be your partner for life. So that is a very difficult, challenging situation. I recognize not all of you will be going through a divorce, but for others of you, you may just be going through a very deep, emotional, hurtful breakup with somebody that you deeply cared for. And others of you, you could just be in separation and feeling that anguish of the distance between you and the person that you care about. And then with the number 3 coming out in reverse, this is a card about collaboration, partnership, things coming together, having support in your life. And so because it came out in reverse, you're feeling alone, you're feeling isolated, similar to this original energy that came out here with the one ring circus. You're feeling like you have to pull all the weight, you have to pull all the strings, you have to do all the work. You're not supported. You feel like somebody that you deeply care about is not emotionally supporting you or has hurt you emotionally and has caused deep wounding in your heart at this time. So let's see who you're connecting with. This one sort of wanted to come out, so we're going to put it back, but I wanted to show it to you. Okay, I'm getting like sneaky energy vibes from your person because all of their cards sort of want to come out, which means they're not wanting to connect with me or engage with me in this reading. But here we have the number 3, heartache and loss. Okay, this is like the 3 of Swords, which can represent betrayal, backstabbing, violating somebody's trust, violating somebody's respect, honor, boundaries. I get the sense that this person lies. I get the sense that not only this person lies, but that you deep down intuitively could sense when they were lying to you, even though you couldn't prove it. Some of you may even have gone through gaslighting. This person gets the 9 of Swords energy, suffering in silence. I do expect that this person and you have already either broken up or are not talking at this time. You may even be physically distanced from this person. Okay, this person is facing some kind of challenge, some kind of obstacle with the number 5 here. And they're trying to figure out how to resolve it. And they're far from understanding what to do next. But what they're really trying to accomplish is to start a new life, to start a new period. They want to start a new foundation. They want to move. They want to live somewhere new. They may have told you recently that they want to move out or that they no longer want to live with you. Okay, spiritual strength with the number 9 and solar plexus. This came out in the pre-shuffle when I was choosing your decks. Interesting. This person, what I get here at the bottom, we have the 10 of destiny. This person is going through a huge shakeup. This person is being called in their spiritual path and evolution along a path that leads away from you. And there's a specific reason for this. Their spirit is calling them forward onto a new path. And it's possibly involving moving somewhere new, moving somewhere else, distant. Could be even to another country, or this person could be trying to start a new family with someone else or somewhere else, or this could even be a situation for some of you. It's not going to be for everyone, but I am picking up that for a small group of you, this is somebody who already started a new family behind your back and who is now just telling you about it, has broken that silence. Now I can see why you wouldn't understand why, I said this is in your best interest. This is actually for your own good. I can truly understand the mocking that's going on for those of you who are going through the situation. I'm just the messenger here, so I don't understand it either, but I am being told that this is, when you look back upon this and reflect, you're going to understand that this was in your best interest. I don't know the reason right now myself. Maybe it'll come up in the rest of the reading, but it is destined. This was a destined turning point for your person. This wasn't meant to be your person, your forever person, because they are going on to their correct spiritual path at this time, and it leads them away from you. And I think you're both going to be stronger for it in the long term. All right, so this person seems to be shifting away from you, whoever this is. Let's see if we can get any additional information. Tell me more. What's going on to Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to know? Yeah, this connection is something that this person walked away from. They didn't find it exciting any longer. They weren't called to the connection anymore. Things were getting stagnant between the two of you. This person may have felt unworthy of receiving love and therefore was blocked from giving love in a nurturing fashion, in an authentic fashion. They may have pretended to love you, but they couldn't wear that mask any longer. I wish things could be different. I don't think this person that you're connecting with had the capacity to love you in the fashion that you deserve to be loved in the way that you expect to be loved, in the way that you love and offer love to the world and even to this person. All right. At the bottom, it's too late. I moved on and do not wish to be contacted or to reconnect with you. So yeah, this is definitely somebody who's walked away from you, Capricorn. Whether you wanted it or not, I don't think some of you may not even have seen this coming. It may have felt very abrupt, but for this person, it was building up for quite some time. To you, it feels like it came out of nowhere. But this person had already been building something behind the scenes, if you get what I mean. This, for them, has been a process they were going through for a while. We are living two separate lives. So for some of you, even if this person lived with you and in the same home, even if you have children with this person, they may have been leading some kind of double life. They may have been already with somebody else on the side. So that is not for everyone, but that is something that's coming up for a group of you. At the bottom we have, I need to free myself. This person walked away, may have seemed sudden, but they just couldn't take it anymore. They felt like the connection was already kind of over for a while. We both know I'm not for you. Definitely a breakup energy here, separation. I hide behind material things. This could have been a relationship that was beneficial, that made sense on paper, but that was never full of love. That was never actually, it was just never loving. It was never romantic. It was never fulfilling for this other person. And then I want to tell you how I feel. So they may have finally told you the truth. They may have finally walked away. And for some of you, if you didn't get closure, if this person didn't quite express to you why this all happened or the details behind why they wanted a separation or a divorce, they may eventually tell you, but this is meant to give you at least a form of closure. So this is a really sad reading. I can sense the sadness, and it's quite deep. So I'm so sorry for you, Capricorn. I'm so sorry for your loss, for your pain, for the betrayal, for the disrespect. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. I'm wishing you all the best. I'm wishing you well. I hope that you recover from this. I know that you will, and know that you're not alone. And thank you so much for watching, Capricorn. That's all that I have. I'll leave it here, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.